Hey guys, this is Taquita with the Real Tea Tarot. I am here to dish some tea. This is going to be for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is a monthly reading for the month of March. This is a general reading, so things may or may not resonate. I am switching up the flow of the reading. I'm going to cover a broad area. I'm going to do spiritual, career, and finance, and also love. So we're going to fit all three of those into the monthly messages. I do have a love connection reading that I usually do about mid-month, so we'll focus more on love on those readings. So if you want to, you can check out those. If you haven't already for the month of February, go ahead and check those out. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for supporting my channel. Aquarius, you were number 2 in the most views for last month, so thank you again for supporting my channel. And if you are new to my channel and you find you like this video, don't hesitate to subscribe, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to pull out 3 cards for spiritual messages. What messages do you have for Aquarius? We have the King of Cups. What messages do you have for Aquarius? What messages do you have for Aquarius? We have the 8 of Swords, and I'm reading all these cards for the monthlies upright. One more card for spiritual messages. One more card for spiritual messages for Aquarius. And we have the Hanged Woman. So, for spiritual messages for you, Aquarius, we have the King of Cups. So, I really feel like, with the spiritual messages, these will be specifically for you. And with the career and finance, pretty much mostly you will come up, your energy will come up in those reading, that part of the reading. And then, of course, love, we'll pick up on, whoever you're dealing with or, what you're dishing out. So you're coming up as a King of Cups. So right now, this month, Aquarius, I feel like you're just full of love, full of joy. I feel like you can very well be in love with someone, but you can just be in love with yourself. You can be in love with yourself spiritually. I just really feel like you're really feeling the love and you're exuding that. You're, showing that. People can see it in you. It's written all over your face. I just really feel like there's a lot of love that you have and that you want to give. So with the King of Cups, he is the ruler of love and emotions. So you can be expressing your emotions very fluidly. There's no hold or no bar on that. People can be reaching out to you. You can be giving some type of emotional advice. I just really feel like you're really full of love and joy in a very good way. You can like I said, very much be in love, but I feel like you're more, since this is focused on spirit, I feel like you're in love with yourself or in love with divine or whoever you look up to as a religion or something like that. I feel like you could be in love with your religion, just different things of that nature. You have the 8 of Swords. So with the 8 of Swords, this is you having like a blockage or you're refusing to see a situation for what it really is. You have your blindfolds on. And at any time you can take these blindfolds off. And it's like, I feel like right now the truth about something. It can be something in regards to love, that the truth about something, but you're refusing to see a situation for what it really is. So there is some type of situation where I kind of feel like you're in denial about some type of love situation, possibly. Sorry about that, guys. So I just really feel like you're just in this space where you are refusing to see a situation for what it really is, as far as possibly with love or just love in general. I don't feel like it's in regards to any particular person. It can be, but since this is spiritual messages, I feel like this isn't just regards to love in general. Maybe you're having a hard time loving yourself. I know I did pick up originally with the King of Cups that you're just full of love and you're giving and receiving it. But with this 8 of Swords, it kind of does change the dynamic of how I'm reading the King of Cups. You could just be in a space right now where you're refusing to, you're having a hard time seeing love, or experiencing love, or accepting love, or just feeling loved as an individual. You have the Hanged Man. So I really feel like when I first was describing everything, I kind of feel like that's what you want. That's how you want to be perceived. That's how you want to be. That's the energy you want to be. You want to be emotionally mature. You want to be in that energy where, you know, you're giving love and receiving love and just flowing with emotions fluidly, right? But I feel like with these other two cards here, with the Hanged Woman, I feel like you're having a hard time. Of course, with the Eight of Swords, you're having a hard time seeing the situation for what it really is. I feel like Spirit is like challenging you to look at this situation from a different perspective. I feel like you are not really seeing yourself as this person that can be loved. You may have a hard time feeling that you are somebody that's lovable and likable and acceptable. You can be having a hard time um, just expressing yourself or being emotional, or speaking how you really feel about something. And Spirit is, again, challenging you to look at things from a different perspective and get a different outlook on, or try to find different ways to um, be able to be this King of Cups and to be in that energy. But I feel like now with this Eight of Swords that you're just really having a hard time. You have these blinders on and you're having a hard time seeing, true love, or, yourself, or you having a hard time feeling loved or being loved. Okay. And Spirit is just asking you or challenging you to just, look at things from a different perspective and not be such a Debbie Downer or such a negative Nancy when it comes to love. Um, Maybe you're having a hard time, about some type of love situation or accepting the situation for what it really is. But I feel like this is more so you. You may feel like you're not lovable. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some career and finance messages. Any messages for Aquarius for career and finance? We have the Eight of Cups. Any messages for career and finance? We have the Emperor. We're done with the Aries. Too many cards. One more card for career and finance. And I'm going to double back because I didn't do the advice for the spiritual. Give me just a minute. And then we have the Six of Cups. Now, before I go ahead and explain that, I'm going to give you some advice for the spiritual messages with my Goddess Oracle card deck. Any words of advice, cards of advice? I have easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. A card similar to this came out in Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or somebody could have that in their chart, or you may have it. But I feel like Spirit is saying everything is occurring in perfect timing. So maybe you're in a situation, especially with the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords, where you feel like you're not lovable, or somebody's not accepting your love, or you're having a hard time finding love. Maybe that's like at the forefront of your life right now. And spiritually, you're trying to connect with yourself. And of course, you have to have self-love first. If you don't love yourself, it'll be hard for you to love someone else. So I feel like Spirit is saying, don't rush this situation. Don't try to rush to get into a relationship or to find someone who is going to love you or accept you for who you are. Everything is happening in perfect timing, and it's going to happen when it's time. Your timing is not divine's timing. So you have to just be patient. Focus on yourself, love yourself, and it'll just come. Okay. And let's see, one more card for any. I have bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take a risk and be daring. So I feel like Spirit is saying, instead of being in your head and being stuck in this energy of, hey, and being so emotional about stuff, kind of take the emotions out of the equation and focus more on having fun and living in the moment and being daring and being more adventurous. And I feel like, that will help you better kind of gravitate or manifest the right person or the right love that you're needing in your life, right? So let's go ahead and move on again to the career finance. We had the Eight of Cups, the Emperor, and we had the Six of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like you may be walking away from possibly a position, a job or something like that. You can be walking away from something. With this Emperor here, definitely you're making a boss move. So maybe I feel like you're just really you can be very stubborn right now. Maybe something is going on with you and you're being very stubborn about a situation at work and you're like, F this, I'm walking away. But I feel like with you walking away, it is a very it's like a boss move. You can be walking away from a job to become your own boss or become an entrepreneur. Maybe you no longer want to work for corporate America and you want to work for yourself. But I feel like something's going on with your career, to where you're leaving something, to kind of get into this realm where you're pretty much your own boss. You're working for yourself, or you may be walking away from one position to where you are becoming the boss in that particular company. We have the Six of Cups. So whatever this is, I feel like this is possibly a childhood career, something that you wanted to do since you were a child. I feel like those roots, something is like coming back up to the surface, something that happened long ago when you were younger. So I feel like maybe when you're in high school, college or something like that, elementary, heck, or even middle school, you had this dream to be a certain person or have this certain life, have this certain career. And I feel like you are in that you're in your own backyard and you're digging up those memories and those things that you always wanted to do when you were younger, and now you're making boss moves and you're walking away from that past life or that past energy or that past career, and you're making a very calculated move, because the Emperor is very in control, very in control. He can be stubborn, but he's very in control. He's very calculated. He's head over heart. So he's making a decision that may not be based off of emotion, but more based off logic. Like, okay, what is the best course of action, logically speaking? You could have been in a situation or a career where you really loved it. You put a lot of heart and emotion into this career, but logically it's not working out for you. It doesn't make sense. And the best thing to do, or the best course of action, is to move away from it. It could have been a situation where you were working with children as well, for the Six of Cups to come here. But again, this could have been just something that you have always wanted to do since you were a kid or since you were younger, and now you're honestly, or you're making that move to make that move to become what you always wanted to be. Or this could have been a situation where you were already doing something from your childhood or working with kids or something in that way, but you're moving away from that, even though it's something that makes you it satisfies you emotionally. Logically, the best course of action is for you to leave and to kind of become your own boss. Okay. Let's get one advice card here for your career and finance. Any advice for Aquarius for their career and finance? We have the Four of Wands. So this is stability here. This is like a family and things like that. So with as far as finances, I do see positive. I feel like you're building some type of foundation and some type of stability for your finances and for your career. So I feel like spirit, or the message for you is that it's for stability. It's the groundwork. I feel like spirit's just saying you have to put in that work to have that stability. So I really do feel like this is something that is something possibly fated for you. But I do feel like spirit is saying, this is going to bring you some type of stability, right? That's what I'm feeling. And you have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So again, this is something that you really love and that you have a lot of emotion for. And this is something, even though you're making a head over heart decision, I feel like this is going to kind of lead you to something that you really love, or you're going to learn to love this if you already don't. And let's go ahead with the last one here, and this is going to be for love. Any messages for love? We have the Page of Cups. Any love messages for Aquarius? We have the Magician. You're making something happen here, Aquarius. One more card for Aquarius. We have the Judgment card. And this Queen of Pentacles wanted to come out too. But the Judgment turned over, so I'm going to take that. The Judgment card. You can be dealing with a Scorpio. We do have Judgment here. So, with these three cards here, the Page of Cups came out first. There could be somebody wanting to offer you some type of apology, or you might want to apologize to somebody for something that they've done. I feel like you don't want someone to get away, because if you look at this card, this Page of Cups, he has this fish in his hand, in his cup, and his cup is open, and I feel like the fish is trying to jump out, and he's trying to make sure that that fish does not get away. So I feel like you can have some type of love or admiration or emotion for someone that you possibly feel that could be slipping away from you. And with this Judgment card, you can be wanting to return to this person, and you could want a second chance with this person. You can be manifesting a second chance with this person. I feel like you just don't want this person to get away. And if this is not you doing this, this could be someone doing this to you, for you. But again, this is your personal reading. I'm mainly picking up on your energy. But if it's not, just take it as it resonates. But I just really feel like you're not wanting someone to get away. Somebody that you have love for, emotion for. You could be wanting to apologize to someone, but you could be wanting to message this person and, express your emotions, how you feel. You just don't want this person to get away. And you're manifesting. You can be really kind of honed into this person, and that could be why the King of Cups came up. And remember, I said for your spiritual messages, even though this is spiritual messages, when spiritual messages come up from me, it's what you are most focused on right now, currently. And I feel like it has something to do with love, but I feel like you don't feel that you're lovable, or that, that you can be loved. And Spirit is asking for you to look at this in a different view and from a different perspective. Remember, I said that don't hurry or don't force it with this Easy Does It card. I feel like you possibly are really honed in on someone, even though this is a spiritual message. I feel like Spirit is saying, don't force this situation. I feel like you're really wanting this person, and you're wanting them so bad that you're manifesting a second chance with this person. And you may feel like you're not lovable because possibly this person could have left you. You do have the Eight of Cups here, even though this came up in your career and finance. But I do feel like intuitively, maybe somebody walked away. If you're not wanting this person to get away, somebody can be on their way out, or they have already walked away, and you're not wanting to lose that little bit of emotion that you still have left for them, or that they have left for you. You don't want them to lose that for you, and you're manifesting this person back into your life. Okay, let's get some advice. Any advice for Aquarius? I have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe Spirit is saying that you need to take a back. I kind of really feel like, even though they're saying disconnect from the world, intuitively, I feel like Spirit wants you to disconnect from the situation. I feel like you're doing too much trying to force this connection or whatever this is with this person. And I feel like you need to take a step back, because I feel like it's so much that you are manifesting this person back into your life, right? Okay, so it says self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. What did I say at the beginning of the reading? I said, I feel like you do not feel that you are worth it, or you're worth loving. You are not loving yourself. And remember, I said self-love is the best love. If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? And I feel like you're lacking the love for yourself, and you're refusing to see, or you have this blindfold on. You can't see the love that you have for yourself because it's blinded by something that you have going on with someone else. And even though I'm doing spiritual career and love messages here, whatever is going on with this person, it's kind of literally taking up the bulk of the reading. So whatever the situation is, I feel this energy very strongly. So even though we did do separate parts for the reading, whatever's going on with this person is really kind of taking over your life to where it's coming out like in just about everything, with the career, the spiritual messages, all of that, right? And let me get one random message from my random message deck. The kids can be a factor message wanting to come out. So again, you can be dealing with kids and your career or something like that. They are focused on money and stability. So for those of you that's trying to manifest this person back into your life, I feel like whoever you're dealing with, they're more focused on their stability. They're more focused on their money. And that can be why you feel like they're getting away, because they're not paying too much attention to what's going on with you, because they're focused on other things right now. And that is all I have for you, Aquarius. Just leave a comment in my comment section. Let me know how you like the flow of this read. I feel like I'll do like this better because we're just going over different aspects of your life and not just love. You know, we don't want to talk about love all day. We do have other things going on in life. And again, I do the love connection readings at the middle of the month, so you can always refer to that if you are really just only interested in love. But let me know how you liked it. If you stuck around this long and you're a new subscriber, go ahead and hit that notification bell. And that's all I have for you guys. Until next time, bye.